I've decided it's fine to be called a goth comedian, even though I don't actually feel it's accurate. You know, it's like I didn't give myself that title. I just was doing stand-up. Looking like this.
Yeah.
Well, I thought I was more emo, but also not that emo. You don't always get to pick how people perceive you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really feel goth, but I'm okay with people that go,
That's it,
you seem goth. I'm not the only goth comedian out there. I've communicated with some other ones.
Via echolocation or what?
No, online, the internet, the web. If I'm at a comedy show and I'm not noticed, who I've met don't realize I'm there. You know, it's like a secret identity. You know, like you know,
alter ego.
Yeah, alter emo, but
Alter emo. Yeah. There's a moth.
That happens with me.
Is this
like
your?
Probably,
did you bring these?
I should cross my legs. Sorry. Kind of happens.
Welcome to Bay Waves. We're talking to people making waves in the Bay, artists, performers. I'm your co-host, Johnny T.
I'm Dylan.
Dylan, we got a kind of crazy guest. Yeah, we've got Oliver Graves.
Yeah.
He is a goth comic.
Yeah, not self-described, though.
Yeah, I think other people have given him the goth comic nomenclature, but I think he's kind of leaned into it. You'll see.
Yeah.
He dressed up in all of his goth makeup. He looked awesome. And he did it for us because I think he's in love with both of us.
Yeah, I don't know. The way it's filmed, it doesn't show anything below the waist, but a lot happened.
A lot happened. And
below.
you would, like, the first time you see him, you're like, can that man of such dark mystery even love? And the answer is yes.
Yes, he can.
And very rough.
He's a lover. He's a lover, and he's a comic.
And he's a comic. He's a stand-up comic. He's most known for being on America's Got Talent.
Mm-hmm. I think I said American Idol 3 times.
Yeah, you got it wrong over and over. Have you just never seen American Idol? Like,
I think I forgot. Are they not more or less the same thing?
They are not the same because
what's the difference?
America's Got Talent, you can do a wide range of performance arts.
Right.
Pretty much anyone who's on America's Got Talent, we would want on this show.
American Idol only vocals.
Yeah, it's only singing.
The Voice, only singing.
Yeah, you're just listing TV shows.
Dancing with the B-rated stars.
What do you think it is?
Only singing. Everything else is only singing.
Dancing with the Stars is
Dancing
only
with the
singing?
Stars. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, Dylan. But Oliver Graves, he's a comic. He is a comic out of Santa Rosa. He does a bunch of stand-up. He's got his own podcast as well, which is like, the podcast is kind of similar to ours. Mm-hmm. It's similar to ours in that, like, he is platforming other funny people, mostly in Santa Rosa, but around the Bay. It is done live on stage.
Yeah, I want to go to this.
Yeah, we should go.
We should make a trip of it.
Yeah, and then just heckle the shit out of him.
Yeah, I think we would go down, though. He's sharp.
He's so sharp. Yeah. He's really sharp. His deadpan is one of the best I've ever seen. He did not...
It's the deadest pan.
Oh, it's the deadest pan, just like he likes it.
Yeah.
He did not smile or laugh once during the entire interview.
That means it was a good episode.
And and I think that his stamp of approval, you know?
Yeah, that's how you know. If he was laughing and smiling, I don't think...
it would be fake.
Yeah, and we wouldn't release the episode.
We really wouldn't.
Yeah.
But we should have released this episode during Halloween.
I think he was born in that makeup and that hairdo.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Deadpan.
In a coffin or hanging upside down, because both could work.
I don't think he's ever cried.
No, he cried literally in the America's Got Talent video.
That's true. He cried in front of tens of millions of people, you loser. Yeah.
He cried, and he said he cried way more than what the video showed.
Really?
Yeah, because the process, the America's Got Talent process, it's crazy. I mean, he performed in front of Simon Cowell and all these other folks, and he got the thumb of approval or whatever, like the Roman fucking you're going through. And he bawled on stage, but
I loved
still
hearing
pretty cool.
the behind the scenes and the production side of it,
Yeah.
and like the story that they're building up behind the scenes in order to bring it to the forefront, which then does or doesn't end up on camera or on film or on television. And yeah, it's wild.
really cool. Yeah, and you don't get to hear a lot about that because technically it's all under NDA. And he literally broke his NDA agreement within 3 minutes of talking
He said,
to
"I
us.
don't give a shit."
He said, "I don't give a fuck. They're not going to watch some measly Bay Area talk show."
Yeah,
And
Hey.
I respect that.
you consider us measly?
No, just the greater public.
Oh, okay, all right. That doesn't matter.
You know
I
how
think.
he was called a goth comic,
Yeah.
right?
What are we?
We're a measly podcast, but we lean into it and we make the most of it.
Yeah. At least we have each other.
At least we have each other. Yuck! That's the grossest thing you've ever said to me. Do not ever say anything remotely like that again.
I want to be clear about this relationship. Johnny doesn't drive, and every time I drop you off somewhere, I go, text me, let me know you got home safe. And every time you say,
I won't.
and that's the crux of it.
Yep,
you have
that's
no
our
heart, you
relationship.
fucking Grinch.
Well,
Tis the season.
it is giving season,
Yeah.
Dylan. Although I don't know when this podcast is going to release. Probably before Christmas. Yeah, I'm thinking before Christmas. And here's what I'm going to give you, Dylan.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to give you
A text?
one of those texts.
You're gonna let me know you got home safe?
Yeah, but you have to drive me all the way home to San Francisco.
I won't.
Oh, alrighty. On that note, let's get to our guest, Oliver Graves.
Woo.
I mean, Homo sapiens as a species is 250,000 years old.
Mm-hmm.
But for like 240,000 of those years, we weren't writing too much down.
Or we weren't good at writing it down. And
Yes.
it disappeared or whatever.
Yeah. We're just hunters and gatherers, chill. We try to find a berry to eat and then an acorn and then we wallop an antelope for dinner. And like that was our life. Sound pretty good.
I watch like sometimes like these documentaries of these archaeologists that are coming across. They're not strolling across these caves, but they're searching for these caves that have these old drawings, and they're like, yeah, somebody drew on this maybe 50,000 years ago. I'm like, that's crazy to me to imagine just a proto-human doing this thing.
It's not even proto-human. It was just
human.
humans.
You know what's really crazy to me is someone did that and then no one went over and like graffitied it.
Yeah, how
like
is nobody else found
no
it?
one ever thought like, hold on, let me tag this or something. Let me add to this. Let me let me put some highlights.
Where
in
were the
there.
taggers then?
I mean, I say them like someone's probably actually. There's one piece where they could tell there was 1,000 years apart between the addition of extra paint, but like still, like it's not defaced.
I think they were the defacers.
Right.
They were the original taggers.
There were stick figures up there before, and someone's like, hold on, I can turn that into a better drawing.
Yeah.
Dude, it's kind of funny. I went to Pompeii a couple years ago.
What?
Yeah, it was so cool.
Do you get to like recreate the scene?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a very famous like man who's like jerking off actually. Have you seen this?
I heard about that.
And like that was his last act before like the ash cloud enveloped him. And there's like crazy shit like that. But on all the buildings, that would be my last act.
I was going to say, that would be my last act.
Yeah. What would be your last act? Ash cloud coming down, you're going to die.
Depends what I have in front of me. I have thought about this.
Okay.
No, I actually have because I've talked to my friends about. It's like, if I was at home, I would put in like I know death is coming. I don't know how long. I'd put in like Sonic, one of the video games.
Which one?
Like a 16-bit one, probably 1, 2, or 3. One of the early ones.
Yeah, one of the early ones.
And then not do anything because then Sonic will just start staring at the screen. He has this thing where he's like
taps his
it's
foot.
it's the screensaver. Yeah, like.
Yeah.
What are we doing, buddy? That's what I would do. Because you get after about 90 seconds, I think he gets really like sits down.
Yeah,
he gets really bored.
That was the
That's
first video game screensaver. I love.
Wow.
Yeah, because
Sonic
Mario
does
just
that.
stands there. He
Yeah.
just always just stands there in the first early ones. But yeah, I forget which one he actually like lays down. Like,
Yes,
you know,
he has tude. He has
Yeah.
attitude.
So that's how you'd want people to find you.
Is I was playing Sonic. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
That's fine with me.
You're not even playing it. You're watching.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. Well, they don't know that. They don't know I wasn't.
That's true.
There's no way to know that I wasn't actually getting very far. I guess you could see what level I was on.
There'd be
Yeah.
a lot of philosophical thought into that. Like, what was this guy doing?
Yeah.
Because he didn't start the game, you know?
Right. Yeah.
But anyway, so in Pompeii, they have all this graffiti, like OG graffiti. Like, we've been doing graffiti for a long time.
Right.
And this was, over 2,000 years ago. And it's a lot of, like, graffiti, like, about the political process and stuff like that, or just, like, rival restaurants, like, graffitiing on other restaurants. Yeah, it's really cool. Like, graffiti artists are in our blood. Oliver, how did you become a goth comedian? If that's how you label yourself,
That's okay. Well,
or the internet might label you
right.
label
So
you that way.
I've decided it's fine to be called a goth comedian, even though I don't actually feel it's accurate. It's like, yeah, I didn't really actually give myself that title. I just was doing stand up,
Being you.
looking like this.
Yeah.
And people said, "Oh, he's a goth comedian. He's like, who's that goth guy that's been coming around?" I'm like, well, I thought I was more emo, but also not that emo. Like, I thought I was blurring other territories with this,
Yeah.
where I'm like, I'm not really strictly goth, although I am interested in things that kind of align with that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not gonna try to redefine and explain to people, because I tell people, like, you don't always get to pick how people perceive you. So sometimes it's best, especially in a world of like marketing, branding, comedy, like, just go with what they think you are. Like I work with comedian John Lear a lot, and he calls himself the stepdad of comedy. He's not a stepdad. he's been married like decades, 2 kids, his kid. It's just like, but he has this vibe of a stepdad, so that's what he calls himself. And it's like, I think it's his website even, is stepdad of comedy, even though he's never
I love that.
never remarried or married into another family or anything at all. It's like, well, that's kind of what you give off.
Yeah.
And he does jokes about it. I'm like, yeah, I definitely do jokes about being a vampire, all that, but I'm like, that's not, goth people aren't actually vampires. They're real people that appreciate certain aesthetics and music and stuff. Like, they're not doing people in with bites, that I'm aware of.
That you're aware of,
right? So I'm almost more like a vampire comic. I'm like, that's not a selling point.
It
like,
just doesn't sell as well.
Vampire comic doesn't work.
No, and AGT called me a goth comedian. I think I probably said that at some point, so they used it too. But it's also funny because I often, it's not just AGT. It's all these accounts that farm for content, and they just yank my clip and they go, here, check this out, because they're like, check out this monkey sneezing, check out this, check out that, and then goth comedian, and they don't put my name in there half the time. I'm so thrilled when they'll say Oliver Graves on America's Got Talent rather than just goth comedian. I'm not the only goth comedian out there. I've communicated with some other ones, and one that I think had the
via echolocation or what?
No, online, the internet, the web, the spider web, more but there was another comedian that I had a messaged here and there about the handle goth comedian, goth comic. I was like, you use this, and people have been telling me to rebrand myself. Well, what do you think about me using it? Because I'm like, that's already kind of your thing. And he was so humble that I was even. He's like, so many comics wouldn't do this.
Yeah.
Like, why are you you're asking me? That's so kind of you to communicate rather than just, it's mine now. I'm just taking these handles, and it's really similar to his handle. And he's like, you do whatever you want to do, Oliver. Like,
that's nice.
Yeah, that's Dark Mark.
Have you thought about Dark Mark?
Dark Mark. He's an LA comic, and
that'd be great if you did a tour. It was like a goth tour.
Yeah,
goth comedy tour. How many other goth comics have you connected with?
I don't know who identifies as goth.
Yeah,
I have done a lot of shows with Erie Diamond, and I think she actually goes to, or had, when clubs and music scene, that she's actually just into that kind of stuff. And so she has kind of a darker aesthetic sometimes, so people would often pair us on shows. I don't know if she's goth.
Right.
Now I gotta tag her and make her listen to this.
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Right.
Were you a goth kid as well?
I-
Like, when did the goth aesthetic really start to manifest itself?
Well, I hung out with black trench coat kids. I had a black trench coat eventually.
Okay.
When someone apparently died and stole it from a dead man. I'm like, I don't believe that story. I know, right?
I hope so. I hope it's
I
true.
know it's such a
That's
like
too good.
I know it's
That's
such a like
great.
goth trench coat kid thing to say, hey, you want this trench coat? I stole it from a dead man.
Yeah.
I said yes. Of course I kept it. I
course.
still have it, but I'm like, but that's the kind of things we would say and do to each other. So I hung out with them in high school. We didn't really have like a goth, like it's not like South Park where they were like really glammed up goth emo kids. But then I was like a theater kid too, where I'm like, well, love an excuse to wear makeup. Like I don't have to wait for Halloween. I don't have to wait for a show. It's how I like performing as a stand-up comedian as well. People are always like, oh, do you always go out like this? And is this your day-to-day life? I'm like, oh, get real. I don't go to the store if I need like, juice or something. I'm not like, hold on. Like,
Yeah, you have a bit about this.
yeah, I'm like,
It's a good bit.
like Tina, the cashier, has got to see this.
You're not Dolly Parton.
Well, I mean, well,
Dude, Dolly will. So
take all this off. Maybe I am,
That's true. That's true. You can be.
We don't
whoever you
know.
want.
Like,
We
I
don't
could,
know.
We don't know.
That would be pretty sweet.
There was a time recently where she was like absent and her sister had to be like, oh no, she's fine. Like, don't worry about it. Maybe that's because I was really
You were
busy
doing it.
being Dolly Parton.
That
Yeah,
makes sense.
Ooh,
yeah.
I like this thread. But Dolly will put on makeup before she goes to sleep in case there is a fire or emergency in which she has to like run outside and escape her house, and she might be in public then, and she has to have all of her hair and makeup done whenever she's in public.
Oh my gosh, this
Like,
sounds
that's
like
her thing. So
like
she puts on makeup
legend.
before she goes to sleep, which is crazy.
That
But
could be you.
it could be you, but
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be you.
It might be. I mean, maybe I'm just saying all this. So
I love this like mystery vibe that you have about yourself, because you're obviously being very vulnerable on stage, like talking about your life, and you're very humble and stuff like that. But you definitely have this like air of mystery, like you don't always know.
yeah, but
Yeah.
that's part of the fun.
It's part of the fun.
I did street performing way back, and I did with my face exposed. I did it with a mask on. But you get to sit and observe people reacting to you,
Yeah.
and like that's so fun. So it's like if I'm at a comedy show and I'm not noticed, like the people don't know I'm there. People who I've met don't realize I'm there. It's like, oh yeah,
They
oh
only
yeah.
know you as this.
Right, because I'm like, I'm not going to go up and introduce myself. Like,
Right.
I'm just hanging, but I'm still seeing the show and all this stuff. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm like, that's so useful to have too. It's like it's like a secret identity, like
Yeah.
Batman, Bruce Wayne.
Kind of alter ego.
Yeah, alter emo, but
Alter emo.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I think we need to set the record straight, if you will. Emo, goth, scene kid, and what's the other one too? That's like the Letterkenny guys. They're like they're very dancey. It could be very bright neon.
cybergoths.
Cybergoth. Okay, so that's
Cybergoths.
another sub.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah. Do you know Andrew? Could you explain the differences between those things that I said?
No, I really couldn't, because a lot of them, from my understanding, is just different eras of musical scenes and things. Like emo's been around for a long time. Goth's been around even longer. It's just kind of reflection of that, and they blur. I don't like when people try to gatekeep. So I'm like, I'm not gonna separate or category. Cybergoth's the one where it's like it typically would have neon. I do a cybergoth look.
Okay.
I like that. I go to
Very E EDM.
house music, dance party. Like I like that when I have the chance. Although I'm getting older, and the drive to like go to places like SF, Oakland, like sometimes they have it up in my area in Santa Rosa, but
Nice.
otherwise it's I'm like, whatever you feel you are, go for it.
I
If
love
someone
it.
wants to be like, well, that's not emo, that's not scene, like whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like nuts to them.
I like that. I like that philosophy. This is my vulnerable moment. I came out a few years ago, and I was like, what do I label myself? What do I do? And then my buddy John, not you, but he's just like, who fucking cares? Just like whatever you want to be. Like,
Right.
I was like, oh, that was the best advice I could have got. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
Because, well, most people are going to have surface level identifications of you. And it's like the
Right.
people that are closer to you, like, that's where you might want to, like, get into it. And it's like, it's
Sure.
not about a label. It's about, this is who I am. And
How I feel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm, I don't really feel goth, but I'm okay with people that,
That's it.
you seem goth.
Yeah.
If they say I'm emo, they say whatever I am.
Yeah. This is the nihilism.
Yeah, I am rather nihilistic. Well, I mean, none of this matters. Like, once the heat death of the universe, there's nothing on Earth. We're never getting out of this galaxy. Let's
Agreed.
be real. Like,
Yeah. It'd be nice, but it's not going to happen.
we'd have to be doing a lot better for aliens to fly by and be like, these ones, we're helping them out.
Do you ever wish? I have a friend that, and I may have mentioned this in the podcast before. I have a friend that invested in his afterlife. He put money into getting cryogenically frozen. He paid some company a few $1,000s, so when he dies, they're going to freeze his body. And the intention is that in the event that you can be unfrozen, which is, as of right now, not possible for humans, but it is possible for other animals.
What?
Then they will unfreeze him. Right now they can do it with small mammals, like you can unfreeze like a mouse or things that are really tiny. But anyways,
that's crazy.
I know, he's my
so
buddy.
He's like hoping that technology will advance enough that maybe you download your
unfreeze
consciousness
and not be dead. It's not about downloading consciousness; it's about unfreezing your body.
But you're already dead. I mean, they're not going to freeze him when he's alive.
No, well, it'll be
Well,
like
that's part of a lot of those processes is you need to be if to do it.
you need to be
correctly.
alive.
To go at the beginning. That's all those.
Yeah. I think they. Yeah, I
What?
think
So
they
he
get.
just like picks a moment. He's like, I'm 85. Like I could go any day. Like now's the time.
No, it's somewhat of a scam where it's like they ship it somewhere wherever the facility is, and then they keep it on ice, and then that's not how the process actually works. So it's not going to work.
We haven't figured this shit out.
No, we haven't figured out. That's
No.
the
We
We
entire.
haven't figured out
yeah, that's-
cryogenic
that-
freezing yet.
But anyways, he's put money into his afterlife for that. And some part of me has always thought, like, would I want to like wake up 100 years from now, 200 years from now, like
Absolutely not.
you wouldn't?
Hell no.
Tell me why.
No.
Would
Well-
you rather wake up 100 years in the past?
No. I know everything about today. I don't want to be anywhere else. Like that's
Okay.
That sounds like would you want to just be dumped into a country that you don't speak the language or anything like that? It's the same kind of concept to me.
Too
It's-
foreign.
It's yeah. I'm like
Oh, you're against foreigners.
no. I would be the foreigner. I don't
Right,
want to.
yeah,
I don't
yeah,
want to be
right.
a foreigner. Yeah, I'm against me becoming a foreigner. I like what I am and where I am and everything. So it's like if I was just dumped into, I won't name a country, obviously, but a non-English speaking country where
We all know what you're thinking. Yeah.
I could. Ooh, should I name 3, for example? No.
There's a lot of countries too.
Yeah.
There's more than 3. I think. I mean, I was educated in America, so I know there's Canada,
I know at
America,
least
Mexico,
3, yeah.
and so there's probably more.
There's probably more.
But no, I don't think that cryogenics at all is anywhere near.
No.
We're so far away from that
Well,
shit.
okay, so here's the thing about bringing animals back to life is you can't like ask them like, and do you remember your previous life?
Oh, I see what you're
Like
saying.
if you come up with a way to take a human brain and reanimate it, there's almost no way that anything that we're doing today or even anywhere in the near future that will be the same person, because the stuff that gets lost, it just as you die, it takes like 2 minutes, like oxygen loss, that memories and everything go away. That's why people have to, when they have a stroke, they have to relearn
All the
English.
things.
And that's the one that didn't die. They didn't
Yeah.
even die at all. So it's like you're not coming back. Someone with it's just probably identical DNA is now alive, and now they're an adult that probably has to learn English again.
I think your friend that is investing in his afterlife.
Yeah.
I think he's just dumb.
Yeah, I agree.
He's a professor. He's actually a very interesting
Michael
man.
Crichton was one of the smartest people, and he was like, climate change is a hoax.
Yeah.
So not everyone.
You can't get them all right.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
He's a psychology professor?
I
None
know-
of this is playing
I
into
know a
okay.
couple psychology majors. And there's nothing going on.
Right.
What would you want? Would you want to come back?
I would.
I want to see.
I want
to
to
see what the future is.
I
Yeah.
want to see the past.
Mhm.
I want to live forever. Death makes me nervous. Does death make you nervous,
I don't think
Oliver?
so.
I once wasn't alive, and that will happen again at some point.
See?
Yeah. There's most of the
Dropping
time.
truth bombs.
Yeah, most of the time of the universe, I didn't exist.
Yeah.
And that's going to be the case again at some point.
Yes.
But you're saying
does it
you
make you
were once
nervous?
not alive.
Yeah, I didn't exist.
Yeah, you
But
didn't
it's not-
exist
I didn't
before
exist
you existed.
1,000 years ago.
Yeah.
I wasn't alive then.
Yeah.
I'll go back to being what I wasn't.
I think I'm on the same page as you around all that. I definitely have that.
But I'd rather exist, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but you'd rather exist in health. Because at some point you're going to start getting pretty. I mean, you're already starting.
No,
to fall
I don't
apart.
want to be drooling in a cup for like 100 years. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Would you want to be a brain in a jar that's conscious but couldn't function and do anything?
I'd take
Yeah.
that. I'd
Really?
take it.
Really? No
If-
eyes, nothing. You're just a
I'm just
consciousness.
thinking.
Yeah,
As
yeah.
long as I can like do some stuff like communicate or like
Well, they'd be working
watch
on that.
history YouTube videos, you know?
No, you have no eyes. You have no eyes. It's just a brain in a jar.
So that means you can think.
Yeah, you can think.
You can think.
But
That's
then
the
I'm
only
just
thing.
trapped in my thoughts.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah.
super dark.
Are your thoughts dark up there?
They can be.
Yeah. That makes sense. For you, it makes
It
sense.
makes sense, right?
Yeah,
yeah. Are there any cliches about goth or emo culture that you really don't like, or are you totally nihilistic about?
Yeah,
it?
no. There's one I really don't like, and it happens every time there's a school shooting
Oh.
that people associate the goth kids.
Oh my
and
god,
it
you're
never,
so right.
It never ever is.
It
It's like-
never is.
Like the Columbine one is like the famous one, but they weren't actually goth kids. They were actually bullies, and this is the thing I because I do talk about this sometimes to people when I get serious. I'm like, everyone remembers 9/11. It was on 9/11. I'm like, does anyone remember when Columbine happened? Do either of you know when Columbine happened?
September 11th.
No.
Oh, damn it.
October 31st.
No, but people. I think that's actually a guess that people would probably make, because they did pick a holiday. It was 420.
Did they really?
It was on 420.
Were these kids high?
They were pot
It was
smoking.
It was Colorado, right?
It was
Yeah,
the pot smokers.
so-
It was your crew.
Whoa,
See?
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Victim.
Whoa. I'm not a pot smoker. There's a moth in here.
That happens with
Is
me.
it- is this-
That's
is
like
this
it
your- did he
probably,
bring
yeah.
these?
I should cross my legs. Sorry. Kind of happens.
Is there a nest up there?
Usually the spiders get it, but all right.
Spiders.
So they were bully pot smoking
Right,
kids.
and they're I think they wore black trench coat as well.
Yeah, but
So
that's
they
just
had
'cause it's easier to carry.
Right, but it's like I think the Matrix movies had come out. I forget the timing of it. But all the other school shootings, they're never theater kids, goth kids. It's the kid that no one talks to that just sits and plays Minecraft all day. Which I'm not ragging on. It's like
Gamers kill everybody.
right, but also not a violent game. Minecraft, like they're always like, oh, it's Grand Theft Auto that makes them do it. I'm like, really? Maybe get rid of this diamond thing that they're hoarding. Whatever. I don't really know Minecraft.
Roblox,
yeah. But I don't, and it's a thing where I'm like, I don't want to. I'm not hating on school shooters. I mean, obviously, I don't support it. But
You heard it here first.
right, yeah,
Oliver
I don't
hating on
support.
Can we all go around and say whether we support
pro school shooter.
pro or anti-school shooter?
I just like that you took a middle road for it.
Well, I'm going somewhere, and I have to like be careful.
No, please. Yes.
Because it's like these are the kids that don't have an outlet creatively. They don't have all these things, and it's like, well, maybe if you spent a little time at the computer lab or but it's like they're not. They don't look like me. You know?
It's certainly a lot of socialization, but I actually wonder how much of it is biological. I think so much of it. I mean, like the serial killers.
I think they're slightly mentally ill, right?
I think
right,
so
right.
much of it is just mental illness. Like you hear about serial killers, how like like an enormous percentage of them have like been dropped as babies. Like they have brain damage. And then they have all these like similar things where they're like cutting up animals.
Well, the serial killer stuff is a little different. That might be a lot of lead poisoning.
Lead poisoning?
Have you heard about it? We haven't had like a big serial killer in a while.
I know, I missed
because
that.
no one like owns homes anymore. Like you kind of need a basement. It's really home ownership's down. Like there's no more house parties, no more serial killer. You know,
Yes.
Please make this graph.
Body in your apartment.
Home ownership's down.
Home ownership.
Attics, no more attics, no more. You know, you need a backyard. Like that was the thing of what was it, Gacy and like Dom. Like they all like had their own place. They didn't have roommate. You have a roommate. Someone's like, hey, what's with the head in the
Right,
freezer?
Yeah, totally.
Like what's up with that?
No boomer serial killers though.
I missed the days. Those
Come on.
When the
Come
Zodiac
on.
killer's around. How exciting was that watching the news? That must have
Terrifying, dude. Have you seen Zodiac, the San Francisco?
been, that like
serial
4-hour
killer
movie.
It's not a 4-hour movie.
No, it's a reasonable David Fincher.
Yeah,
length.
people were freaking the fuck out. He was talking about killing kids off of school buses.
He was gonna just like fish in a barrel or something like that. Like
yeah.
yeah.
Dang.
And that
He was a
would freak
troll.
people out. He was a total troll.
He was a troll.
He
Yeah.
was writing letters to the Chronicle
To do it
police.
publicly. That's
But they
wild.
think a lot of the because like serial killer instances has declined rapidly. A lot of people think it's because of the lead poisoning that's like no longer a problem in America. So
It's not in the paint. It's not in
the paint anymore. We used to lead in our gas as well. That's why you see unleaded gas and stuff like that. So lead was in our pipes, so it was in the water.
I know
right?
it still is.
It still is a little bit, but like very small traces of it now. But back then it was like we're all just getting lead poisoning that fucks with your psyche, and so it was like a lot more common.
Yeah.
And now we just have school shooters.
Right. They just snap and
They snap, and it's a lot of times it's like these like 17-year-old like incel boys
Yeah.
who don't know how to
It's less
socialize with society. It's
and that's like
it's
really
unfortunate.
public and all at once. And the serial killers is like it's pretty like it's like a little bit of a private affair.
it is a different psychology of
Yeah.
you're not serial killing for attention, whereas the other this mass shooting things is going to be I want to you have to have a bigger kill count. Like that's the thing. Like I don't want to stay on the subject too long.
We
Like,
gotta move on.
yeah,
we
where I'm like,
gotta move on.
because my thing was find a creative outlet for people. Like it's I don't know one way to combat it is to not just assume they're a certain type of person, and to also be active in your community, hang out with the weird kid and let him see. He's going to show you his Minecraft server. Like that's what you got to do in these places. Is not let it's bullying obviously is a thing, and I know people that look like that. We are bullied. But we're not typically the ones that then become violent.
Right.
Totally.
I work in education. Yeah, go ahead.
I think we gotta move. I think we gotta move on from this topic. That was a very good punch. I don't want to talk about school shooters anymore. Can we agree on that?
Yeah, I was just gonna say that I work in education, and I think so much of this has to do with just like not letting like kids slip through the cracks. There's just the overlooked people.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I mean, it's the same idea with like the people on the bridge, like the saying hi to that person, like we're just like being more disconnected in a world of internet and all these
and this
things.
is an easy target. I'm very aware that what I look like is an easy, like when I post comments and things, people, I post usually very poignant facts on Facebook. I correct people, and then people who disagree with the facts will go, who's going to listen to you? I'm like, okay, right, because the way I look somehow negates that I'm being accurate right now.
Right.
Like,
so does that happen a lot?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
You're still being bullied online.
But
Because
you're
they
still
don't...
trolling on Facebook?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of fun. Like, I mean, because they do always just go up, like, who's going to listen to, Robert Smith Crow Scissorhands over here, or whatever they say, like the same hack, three things they'll reference. I'm like, well, you don't have to listen to me because I'm still correct. Like, whether you listen to me or not doesn't make me wrong.
Right.
And the way I look doesn't, actually affect, how long the Earth has been around, or whether it's flat, or whatever thing you want to be incorrect about.
Yeah.
So do you also take like a kind of middle of the road thing for flat Earth, or
No, the Earth is that's something else that that upsets me.
flat Earthers?
We'll get flat Earthers, because with Columbus, everyone's like, oh, Columbus was the only one. You're in education, right? It's like, he was not the only one that thought the world was round. Many different countries and societies calculated this pretty accurately. And Columbus is like, I think it's smaller. I think you're all wrong for no good reason. And I think I can get to India without starving to death and resorting to cannibalism. I was like, okay. So for some reason, though, I was taught as a kid, Columbus was the only one that thought the world was round. And then I get to be an adult. I'm like, why did 6 of my teachers for 6 years lie to me?
Yeah. It's because they were lied to.
They were lied to.
Yeah. It's definitely not like I got this.
It was a conspiracy. They were all in on it. All the teachers every year, like, are we tricking these kids?
Yeah. They meet up.
We doing a good job here?
Yeah, it's
use the pizza analogy. They love pizza. That'll distract the kids. Yeah, like they thought it was flat, just like a pizza. Oh wow, okay.
Do you have a strong opinion on Simon Cowell?
Strong? I mean, no. I mean, he's perceived certain ways that I think it's because of what he's famous for doing, but it's like that is not all he does.
Sure.
You know, I was very worried about performing in front of him, because I thought I was going to be there to be made fun of. I didn't think I was going to be there to do well.
Yeah.
And I thought, like, they're going to get like a clip of him going, look at this complete wacko with makeup on doing dad jokes right now.
That didn't happen.
No.
They loved it.
No.
And for those that don't know, Oliver was on America's Got Talent. When was this? The actual show?
2018.
2018.
Yeah.
And you crushed it in the first round. You got 4 yeses across the board.
Yeah, kind of.
What do you mean, kind of?
Well, Heidi didn't. They didn't put this on TV. Heidi's like, I didn't get it.
Oh,
and the
really?
audience booed her.
Oh, really?
Heidi
Oh,
Klum?
this is good.
And then she goes, but I want to see more. And then
Okay.
she said, yeah. So I was like, I didn't really like. I guess it count. Like, it doesn't matter. I was on. I filmed the same day with Alex Hooper. Alex Hooper got 3 no's and 1 yes. So like, they tell us before it airs, like, we don't know what's going to actually make it to air. You can get yeses and not air. You can get no's and still air.
Yeah.
So like, I didn't air for a long time into the season, and I see Alex's clip go up. I'm like, oh, well, he got no's in the air. I'm like, oh, okay, who knows what's going to happen?
Yeah.
Whoa, okay.
So it's like, oh, you get the yeses, like, doesn't necessarily mean you're going to make it to TV.
So interesting, yeah.
What city were you in?
That was Anaheim, I think.
Okay.
They flew me down, which is cool.
That's
like,
awesome.
They paid for the flight. They paid for a room.
So did you have to, because I don't think a lot of people know the process, and I know you've probably signed some NDAs. So
But I've already violated it talking about Heidi Klum. I'm not even kidding.
Dope.
They're not going to watch this.
They're not going to watch this. They're not going to watch this. We're going to at them the whole time.
Sure.
Watch this.
I know the producers that we can add. They still won't watch it.
They don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
So how does the process work? Do you send in a clip and then they invite you? How does it work?
So I saw a casting director, I suppose, was like getting the word out there saying, hey, we would really like to have comedians, variety acts come to San Jose. And I was like, well, I'll message her, like, what's the situation? Like, I'm a comedian. And I emailed her a clip, and she went, oh, wow. Yeah, great. Hey, some of these jokes, maybe don't do them, though. Like, don't do the vagina joke that you did in this clip. And I was like, okay. Like, I was like, oh, okay.
Keep
and
it a little clean.
And then we had this back and forth, and she's kind of like, help me. She's like, no, you're going to do well there. And then before I knew it, like, in this back and forth with San Jose, I wasn't part of the open call. They're like, oh, you actually need to meet with someone specific. So they put me in a side room with a few other acts that also, I guess, were like vetted through this process.
You were pre-picked. You didn't have
sort of, yeah. I mean, I still had to go and audition for a producer, But there's about 5 acts, whatever. We're all kind of hanging out. Like they had no clue what I was doing. A couple of them, like, clearly they're dancers. One's like clearly a singer. I think he had a guitar. It's like, right, and then there's this.
You sitting in the
right. Like, great. I think one kid eventually goes, "Whoa, I love your zombie makeup." I'm like, okay, well, not really a zombie. Okay, all right. I wonder if he remembered, because like I eventually got on TV. I wonder if he remembered, I saw that guy.
I saw the zombie.
So there's lines of the open call people going into the same room that they wanted me to go into. So she's got to see all of the people that are coming to San Jose, day of, signing up yesterday, that day, to come and be in it. Then she's also getting private auditions, because no one else is in the room when I went in, and that's what they were doing, is so they get like that singer that was really good. You're going to be by yourself, whereas the line of people, they'd have like 10 of them going at once, and they'd watch each other perform, and then they kind of just shuffle them off, where it's like most of them, they were walk-ins, like they're hoping and everything. They didn't get in like a month ahead of time like I did or the other people did. So then I do my thing. She talks with me. She watches me. She's like asking me about, like, do you go to the store like this and stuff like that. I'm like, well, no.
Yeah.
I'm like, but I do go out like this. Like, I wanted to emphasize, like, this isn't an act.
This isn't for
bit.
American Idol.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And she's like, okay, you're gonna go to the next thing, and there's gonna be more producers, like, because she was alone. There's been, cameras again. You're gonna do everything again, and
no vagina joke.
Right. Do everything. Yeah. The clean jokes that do everything again. And they're going to talk to you and be funny when they talk to you. Because that's a big part of this. It's not just your act. It's, your personality and things like that. I think I said something like, she asked, like, what do you do for work? I'm like, nothing. I'm fun employed. And she's like, that's good. If they ask you, say that again. So she's like saying, like,
you're really getting groomed.
Right.
Yeah.
So then I go and another waiting room, and I go, and then it's 4 producers, similar setup, do my thing. They don't really talk to me much. One of them laughed out loud. 3 of them didn't really.
Okay.
One was definitely into it, but then I 2 were definitely not.
Okay.
So I was like, okay. And one guy goes kind of like a gothic Stephen Wright.
Sure.
And then I exited. And then I move forward yet again it's at San Jose Convention Center. Like, you're gonna go meet with the story. I don't remember what they were called, but she starts asking me about my life.
Okay.
Not about my act. Not about
Okay.
stand up performing, really. Just like, so what's going on, with you? Basically, I was like, she's trying to see if I have any tragedy. Like, all of like that, the angle,
I was wondering if it was like, are you going to be good for TV? Like,
that's what it was.
Or she was being very biased and sussing you out to see if you had a school shooter vibe.
That's also, well, they actually do background checks on you.
Oh,
if you have any priors or anything. I had they wanted my passport. They like photocopied that and everything when I actually flew.
Oh, okay.
They're like, yeah. So they keep tabs. They look you up. Like, they have my legal name and everything.
I guess that makes sense. They don't want to bring on any like sex offenders onto the show,
or
something
anybody
like that.
who's like horrible drug background or anything like that.
Okay.
It's like, because you get a hotel room, they're paying for it.
Yeah.
So that wasn't what she was interviewing for, though. Like, I think I filled that out on a form.
Okay.
And it's just like they moved along anyway.
Got it.
But she was so pretty. Oh my god. She's like the prettiest girl like I've ever seen face to face.
Producer?
Just she was like a production assistant.
Okay,
She's young. She was like probably like 27 or something, whereas everyone else is like an older producer. So I'm interviewing with her, like sitting kind of close, and there's someone else talking, like it's loud. I'm like leaning closer to like hear her, and I smelled awful. Like, I'd been there all day. I was like nervous and sweating, and I reeked. I was like, oh my god,
You're like, this is the hottest person I've ever seen, and
I'm like,
shit.
it's like I got a whiff of it. I was like, oh my god, if she's gonna die. Like, she's gonna just like, it was hot in San Jose. Like, it was all these things. I'm like, and I think it was 6-8 hours of like waiting around too, and like then I had to drive down there. So it was a long day of just just cooking.
Just cooking.
So,
I'm just imagining also doing stand up in front of 4 people is like this is the most uninviting stand up environment.
well, I had done auditions when I was younger. So when in high school I wanted to be an actor. So it's like that wasn't actually that hard for me.
Okay.
Like I've done stand up enough too where I've done it for less. You know,
that
the
is
idea
true.
of doing
I
it
have
for
done
one
stand-up.
producer. I've done stand up for the bartender.
Yeah, this is
literally
true.
every comedian every comedian got up,
Yep.
went outside the room. Then the comedian ahead of me went up, and then I went. I was like, "We're all just doing this for the
Yep.
bartender right now."
I've definitely done
like
that.
really,
Yeah, they're
and
not
that's
paying
what was
attention.
happening. So it wasn't. Yeah, she was actually paying attention and wanted to be there. As like the bartender was like, "Okay, well,
Right.
can't step outside." But so yeah, so the pretty girl's interviewing me about like we get to like my breakups and like relationship stuff, and she's like, "Can you tell me more? Like, can we go more into more into this?" They didn't use any of that when I get to they knew that. They're like, okay, so Oliver's like single and has like relationship issues, and they filmed and interviewed me when I actually filmed for TV for stuff like that. But then when it comes to putting me on TV, they completely went a different angle because the producer when I get off stage is just like, do you know, is anyone here? You want to talk to someone? I'm like thinking I might have had like my mom or dad or a friend in the audience. I was like, no one knows I'm here.
Whoa.
I didn't tell anyone I was doing it.
Anyone?
Because I thought I was going to get made fun of. I told some comedians, I'm like, I'm going to be out of town this weekend.
Yeah.
And you're allowed, you know, the contract, you're allowed to take a selfie and say, I auditioned for America's Got Talent. Because they do these open calls that people can do. Sure. You get the little, like the cool background. So like, I was fully allowed to post that online. I just didn't. I didn't know if it was going to air. I didn't know what was going to happen. So the producer's like, no. I'm like, who would I tell? Like, who would I tell that, this is a secret? I don't,
Yeah.
Because if nothing comes of this, it'll just be this cool thing I did and no one will ever know about it. They very much promote these things when they do these open calls.
But it didn't say it was for American Idol.
No, I said it was America's Got Talent. It was
America's Got Talent.
It was it was very much advertised.
Yeah.
So it's like when I was looking, I'm like, okay, this is clearly happening.
Right,
They're at the
right.
I've been to San Diego Convention Center. I'm not going to be driving to the middle of nowhere, and this is nothing or whatever. Right? Like
Yeah,
it's,
some guy's
it's
basement.
a hoax. Like what is this? Empty warehouse full of dead comedians. Like what is But they didn't.
You'd love that.
Right. Yeah. Well, something to eat, but. They didn't get a lot of comedians because I tried to find like did anyone else audition, and I think like 6 comedians went and did it.
That's not
like,
many.
No.
Considering the amount of comedians.
But
out
they
here,
don't really like comedians on that show anyway.
They want more variety, more kind of wacky type of.
Well,
performances.
they want pets. They want stunts. They want singers.
Yeah.
They put comedy on because it tends to do it. And it's funny, after I went on, that same casting person made a post in Bacon, I think a year or two later, like looking for an Oliver Graves type, and like people start tagging me. I'm
Whoa.
like, I'm like, well, no, I'm like, they already had me on.
Why
They're
do you
looking
need another one?
Looking for another one, yeah. And then
I love the idea.
they had this guy on that I'm sure just hit the chord because it's like he was deaf or something like that, and he had like white makeup and did pun one-liners. And I looked him up because I was like, oh, maybe I'll reach out and talk to him. Then I realized he invented that for AGT. He wasn't going around doing that ahead of being on. I was like, no, hold on. Because I've actually met people that thought I was like an industry plant and then I invented it for the show. I'm like, no, I've been doing this for years ahead of getting on. People thought it was my first time ever doing stand-up.
Yeah.
Was on AGT. I was like,
people
you
would
kidding
think
me?
that, yeah.
Like, what? It's like that was part of it though. That is how I used to perform. I was more shy and inward. It was a way to pull in rowdy crowds because I did a lot of bar shows because it shuts them down rather than you getting. I was like, I don't want to be louder than them, but if I get the quietest they've ever seen,
everybody
pulls
starts
people in.
looking.
Right,
I like it.
I wasn't actually performing like that anymore when I was on AGT. I was being a lot more engaging, sassier, kind of the way I'm talking right now.
Yeah.
Versus on AGT, I was like, this is how I'm going to have to do this.
That's actually a teacher move too, where like if you try to out yell the kids, they're going to get louder. But if you're quiet, kids go, "Whoa, something's going on."
Right.
Yeah.
The producer actually, the first one I met when I first auditioned, the single one, she was like saying like, what you're doing, like keep doing this.
Okay.
Keep this up. Like she could tell like I'm not that shy. And it's like, right, but I'm like, but I am shy, but I'm like, I'm not afraid.
Yeah.
Like she could tell him like I told him like I don't have stage fright. I don't have this, but I make it appear as if I do.
Yes, very much.
Basically, the producer's like, give me more of that.
Right.
It'll be good for the show.
Well, then I ended up crying and everything, and it's just like, and I didn't want to.
Sure.
Like
that was like it just happens. Yeah.
Well,
moment.
Simon Cowell is like he's nailing on the head. Like we see a lot of comedians and they blur into, but you're different.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh man, like and also I'd been awake for like 18 hours. Like the flight was like 3 a.m. So I couldn't sleep, and it's just like, it was exhausting.
So when you went down to Anaheim, did you know you were going to be on stage in front of those four judges?
Yeah.
At that point, they told you, okay,
this is happening for real.
Four judges and a few hundred people, a few thousand
people.
Yeah, that was a big room.
But it's a whole process of filming. They get you there at 10 a.m. They film other stuff. They filmed a bunch of stuff with me interacting with other acts. I interacted with this other magician, and something happened with his act, and they ended up not putting it on TV. So I'm like, well, that whole interaction, like, that poor guy didn't get to be like on TV other than like a really quick clip of him saying, "What are you doing?" I go, "I'm a comedian." And then he like laughs at it. And I'm like, they used him to like make fun of me. Yeah. I was like, wow. All right.
Joke's on him. That was his only screen time.
Oh my God. I remember because he had this, I think he was British, and he had this girlfriend who also was British.
Okay, what's with the Brits on America's Got Talent? Half the judges are Brits.
You have your own show.
Like none of the judges are American.
None of them are American.
Oh, that's true.
Heidi's Canadian.
German.
Yeah.
Oh, Heidi's Canadian? God damn it.
Heidi's German. Yeah. Scary Spice, Simon, they're both British. Like,
what?
And guys, I love foreigners. That. I love foreigners.
Terry Crews, I think, is the only American. He's the host.
Yeah. It seems
Tyra
a little
Banks
weird.
was the host when I was on.
Seems a little weird.
That's so funny. I never thought about that.
Well, I guess it's just polling talent is another thing, because he might have been on Britain's Got Talent, and that's why they're like, let's get you on America's Got Talent. But his act something didn't. But he had this girlfriend that was like gorgeous, and she knew she was gonna. I'm hanging out with her. I'm gonna be on TV. So she was dressed up. The boobs were up and out and exposed. And I remember at one point one of the camera guys, we got enough footage of the girlfriend. Okay, stop.
How many like levels did you last? Like, I've seen obviously all the clips and stuff like that, but it's hard to understand the sequence of everything.
At the time, I did 2, and that has been eliminated now. If I was on the show now and I made it through the DSs, I would have made it to the live shows. But they had a different process when I was on for however many years they did it, where it's like you got to go to judge cuts. So you got to do your act bigger and better. They never told me this till I got there.
Okay.
That like judge cuts is when it's like, okay, you got to elevate your act. So like people would, whatever stunt thing they might have done, it's like, well, now there's got to be fire involved or an alligator, or it's like, so they basically did the same thing again, but it's more death defying. And I didn't know this. They just said, yeah, come up with another set. I was like, okay, I gotta come up with another set.
I love the idea that you do the exact same set, but there's like alligators.
Right? I thought, had I known, I would have pitched all this to them. Like, I'll do it blindfolded.
Right? Yeah.
Like,
tell jokes blindfolded.
Right? Like, how can we have to do this?
Put a crow on his head.
Right?
That's good.
Like, I'll hold a knife while I do it. Like, what makes this
dangerous
dangerous? Yeah.
And you're probably using your best jokes.
No, I wasn't.
Oh,
I was saving my best jokes for if I made it to the live shows.
Oh, okay, got it.
Which
you played that game.
If you're ever on these things, probably don't do that, because those are the jokes. What's the thing is, I didn't want to lose good jokes to TV if however this went. So it's like I can still do all the jokes I did on TV. I'm like, but if they're really good jokes, like, I can't do them in front of an audience anymore.
You can't do it. I mean, even today, do you feel that
burned.
do you reuse these jokes that's
Some
on
of them.
this video?
The one in the second appearance, I definitely do jokes from that, because like that one didn't get nearly the views and things that the first clip. The first clip, I can still add tags to some of the jokes, and I've done, like, I have the joke like, why did they say must love dogs? It's like, then I realize when I look at the faces of the people, I've done that joke and I've had it completely fall flat because they've heard it. But then I have a tag to it where I say, I probably like peanut butter more than your dog does. Oh my God. And I'm like, they didn't. And then I'll go like, they didn't let me do that on TV. It's like, then it gets a big laugh because they knew the joke.
Yeah.
It's like there's this whole second half of a joke.
That's good.
So, but otherwise, some of them, I can't really do because they're, they are so like in that clip. But it's only like
there's only like four or five jokes, right?
Yeah, they cut like 2 of them.
Okay.
But I would say to people, don't save your best jokes for when you make it to the live show.
Okay.
I mean, do your best right away because
it's gonna get you to the live show.
Right.
Yeah.
Although I thought I could just lean on the concept and what I was doing enough, but I think they really didn't like when they do these interviews. The second time I'm there, again, none of this has been on TV. They do these interviews like, well, what would you feel like if you got sent home? Like, what would happen if you got sent home? I'm like, I think I'd be okay with being sent home.
You need to give them steaks.
They didn't laugh at all. They didn't see you laugh. I'm like, I thought it was a funny meta thing because I'm the one that cried when I got moved forward. I'm like, what do you think's gonna like? I didn't want to explain the jokes. I guess I should have explained the jokes to them though, because they said that back. Well, you said you'd be okay with going home. I'm like, what?
I'm a comedian.
Like, yeah, like that's the joke.
Right.
Like, so
interesting.
I think that is almost exactly why they sent me home. It's because they were not told how on the nose I'm like trying to make this. One set of film guys got it. They fully loved what I was doing. They wanted to find things we could film to play in it. Because he goes, so you hate this? I'm like, what? He's like, you hate this. Like, you hate. I was like, yeah, okay. So at first I thought he was like what? I'm in a bad mood. Did I do something? He's like, no, you hate. Like, right? Okay, we're gonna have you come in and like be like frustrated. The lights are gonna turn on, like, because you're like, this sucks. This is stupid. Like, he got that. Like, I'm just not interested in anything. I'm over it. I'm too cool for school.
Yeah.
Just like whatever. Like, this is stupid. There's a singer here in my way.
Yeah.
And so he was like, let's film stuff like that. But then other producers were like, what do we do with, like,
not on the same page.
Let's have him like eat an ice cream cone and it falls on the ground.
Oh my god.
So I filmed that a couple times.
Really?
I'm not kidding.
How many ice creams did you go through?
2. So we had to get it in 2 takes.
What flavor?
Just vanilla.
Okay. Yeah.
Just vanilla and it flops over. Just.
Do you have that footage?
No, they didn't give me anything. They didn't.
I wish we had ice cream.
They took me to a park in LA that had like boats, and I was in like one of those
the swan
paddle boat things,
by myself, and then like the second seat got tangled with the harness, and I literally was struggling, and the wind is blowing me, and I'm coming near a guy that's fishing, and he's like, hey, I'm like,
It's so funny.
That's pretty funny.
and then I had to like navigate back to and they're like, you really actually lost control. I was like, I did, yeah, the wind was taking me. Because they wanted me to fake it. I'm like, I didn't have to
paddle
fake it.
boat normal. Like, that's got to be funny. Yeah, that's great.
I don't think they got good footage of it, but they're like, we're not doing that angle. Like, the angle was like, once I said like I don't get booked on a lot of shows, they're like, no one likes him. Like, let's go with that angle.
Yeah.
He's the underdog.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's why they got rid of like the I hate this angle. I'm the angsty anti-hero angle. They're like, everyone loves him. Let's go with that angle.
Yeah.
That like he's undeserved and stuff like that.
Pretty good angle though.
I didn't care either way. Like,
I feel like
it's not surprising.
It's just upsetting that I realize now I should have explained to them like, oh, I'm kidding about that. Should I not say that? Like, I actually would be devastated because I told the casting person I kept in communication with while I was filming. I told her, I was like, oh, when I got sent back to the hotel room when I was eliminated, I was bald. You guys sent me back too early. Like, if you wanted footage of me crying, like, it was too fast. Like, they get you out of there and sent me home, and I just was devastated, alone in a hotel room, crying my eyes out of like, this is over.
Yeah.
And because the thing is, I thought, this is over, and they probably won't air me now because I filmed 2 episodes and I'm not making it to the live shows. So the way the show works is they show all the people that are making it to the live show. They show all their clips.
Oh, right.
So I looked up, done research. I'm like, if you don't make it to the lives, why would they put you on TV? So I was like, well, this is it. Like, maybe I'll get a joke on TV. Like, maybe. Like, that was like fingers crossed. I was like, they'll use something and that'll look cool. But my understanding was it's really over. The fact that they aired both of them, it's like part of the drama of it. It's like someone's got to get eliminated. So it's like they used me to be like, yep, sorry, this one you really liked didn't move forward. Not everyone moves forward. We moved forward with some garbage instead.
At this point, did you tell people what you were up to and what
No.
you were doing?
No, because
So
I still didn't think it was going to air.
Yeah.
So you found out when other people found out?
I didn't know it was airing a whole clips. They set me up with a stream night it's airing so I could watch it sync to East Coast time.
Okay.
So like 5 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm like able to start watching it.
Yeah.
And I had some people I knew East Coast, whatever, Central time. And my phone starts because I'm watching this 7-minute segment dedicated to me. I had no clue that was happening until I'm watching it. And I'm like trying to like rationalize, like, I need to do something about this.
Yeah.
But I'm also like taking in that like that it's happening right now.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. And like, social media starts blowing up. People are looking me up.
There's like millions of people that watch this thing. That's wild.
I jumped from like 100 followers on Instagram to like 9,000 like overnight.
Yeah.
My Facebook blows up. My Twitter doesn't.
Who you notice is like, who's flocking to you? What's the
Just
demographic? Everybody, all the
people all over America.
Yeah.
I mean, it took hours for the Santa Rosa people to get there, but because it had to air in the West Coast. But then it was like all of Santa Rosa is
they're all like, I know.
Yeah, he said Santa Rosa.
I know, yeah.
Oh, like Santa Rosa color. I'm like, yep, that's me. Hello. Wow. So, but
what was the reception like? Especially for like the people you know in your town and your people and the scene.
It was mostly of like, why did they put you on TV?
What? Out of like, is that a jealousy thing?
That most of it wasn't. There were a lot of local comics that were not very nice.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, but I'm like, a lot of them don't even do it anymore.
Name them here. No, I'm kidding.
No, they don't even. They don't perform anymore. Right. But it's like there was a lot of jealousy of like, okay, like. Right. Oliver got on TV. I'm like, well, like, what do you do? Like not to belittle. I think most people that do comedy, if you do it for a while, you can become capable at it. But I'm like, I never wanted to just be capable. I wanted to have something else to this. Mm-hmm. And it's funny because when I was on AG, they were asking me like, who are your favorite comedians? I'm like, I don't really like too many. Like, I'm not a fan of comedy, really. Like, that's kind of why I do what I do. Is there's a lot of anti-comedy, meta humor. Because I'm not into traditional stand-up comedy.
Right.
Oh,
interesting.
I was
like, I'm more I'm not a musician, but I'm very inspired by things like Daft Punk, Lady Gaga, Kiss, because they're like this. It's not just music. Sometimes like people are going out, they're paying attention to you. You could do more than wear blue jeans and a hoodie. Oh wait, okay. No one's wearing a hoodie. No one's wearing a hoodie or blue jeans in here, so we're good. But you know what I mean? Like some comedians think like it's enough to just be there and to have good writing and have good jokes. I'm like. Yeah, but that's why comedy's a low art. Like, because you respect it to that level. So you're never, ever going to get more respect than what you respected.
That's interesting.
So if you put more effort into this, you're going to get more respect out of it.
Yeah, yeah. It is more than... It can be more than what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's up to you to find... Because they're paying attention to you. They're looking at you. So why would you waste that? When I walk on stage, I change the energy of a room. Just the way I'm still the way I take my time, which eats into my time. But I'm like, it is worth doing every single time because they need to know something different is about to happen up here.
I love that.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah. I mean, half your set must be like silence, like strategic pauses. Right.
And I get a lot of crap for that. But so that's why I'm saying there's this jealousy of like it's a gimmick. I'm like, then come up with your own. No, if you think this is a gimmick, why haven't you come up with a gimmick? You could do this too. Try to do it.
Yeah.
But mostly it was very, very supportive.
That's good. It was mostly good, but that was the.
It was wild that there were people that remembered seeing me at various bar shows over the years. Like, oh, I saw, and they remembered where it was. I saw you at Redwood Cafe in 2016, and like I saw you.
Memorable face,
and I was like, oh yeah, that was me. Yeah, that was totally me. I'm like, so it was stuff like that, which was really crazy. And people that thought they knew me, people were like, oh, we went to Santa Rosa High together. I'm like, what year? And it's like, no, that doesn't line up in my and I'm like, I don't want to correct this person. I'll let them think I went to high school with them. Sure. Remember the hill we used to hang out on? I'm like,
everybody's your best friend.
Yeah. Now. Oh, there was a lot of that. There was a lot of like, oh, I've been booking Oliver for years. I'm like, You beat me once over the course of 3 years. Like, don't think I don't remember. I record a lot of my sets. Like,
Wow,
stuff
that's
like that,
interesting.
That's very interesting.
And then it was also a weird 2 weeks because the first one airs, but I knew I was kicked off the show.
Yeah.
And you can't talk about it, obviously.
That was the thing I had to hold to, and I couldn't tell people that in 2-3 weeks, whatever it's going to be, I'm off. I didn't know if they were going to air it, how that's going to be. And then it's like, you just quietly, most people didn't even notice. It's like, well, people think I won. People thought like the 4 year, like, you won American Star. I'm like, no, what? That was the one
It's
thing.
so off the
like,
mark.
yeah, you got to do so much stuff. I didn't get to do all the other stuff.
Did people come out of the woodwork?
What do you mean?
What does that mean?
Exes, old
Yes.
friends. Like, what was that like? Like, people
I got hit up by a lot of old flames. Almost all of them. Which, yeah. Well, I'm not. My body counts higher for the murders than the.
so 23 exes. Yeah.
23 out of 25. No, it was, but that definitely happened. I was surprised that some of them recognized me because they didn't.
Oh, they didn't need.
Not all of them knew I did this.
Whoa.
I did. Yeah. So
You are so mysterious.
I told you, Bruce Wayne Batman. Yeah. So that was crazy. Where I was like,
Did you reconnect with any of the old flames?
No.
That was kind of
No.
slow.
That was a long-
that
Not
was a
even a
long
little
no.
bit.
They tried.
Some spark.
Well, some came out to shows and stuff, but like this still, I was like, you had your chance. You
Say that
had
dark, gravelly
you-
voice. Like,
You blew it. Well, actually, one of them did blow it, but anyway. Yeah.
That's great. That's great.
I mean,
Wow.
I'm polite. I'm not. It's fun. You want to come see me again? That's fine. But I was still like,
Yeah.
oh well.
That's so fascinating.
It was fun. It was a fun time, and it's a thing that's the real crazy thing is like it was on TV in 2018, and then since I didn't move forward to the live shows, they didn't put it online. Because that's the thing I was talking where I'm like, I didn't think it was going to be on TV. It's like, oh, they don't put you online and promote you on social media if you're not on the live shows. They're putting on the people that are moving forward.
Yeah,
right. So
yeah.
once the show is over,
right.
they start like posting in like October 2018, January 2019.
That's how they keep relevancy off season.
Right.
Got it.
So I was like, oh my God. So people thought like it happened in 2020 when like a clip went viral on YouTube in 2020. It's like, oh my God, that's so great. You're like, when's your next episode? I'm like,
so you'd get these
you got it again.
it would happen here and there. Yeah. Where they posted
But,
it
like,
on Snapchat. I'm like, I don't have Snapchat.
Yeah.
Like people were telling me like, you're blowing up on Snapchat. I'm like, it's not me.
That's not me.
Like, oh, it's like, oh, it's the clip again. And so
Wow.
Okay, cool.
it's this 15 minutes of fame that I've been really able to just really milk.
But it's
Yeah, your
15,
milk,
15,
yeah.
15, 15.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's the same clip. It's never the second clip where it's this clip where I'm wearing the red and black thing.
Okay.
That's the second clip. I'm wearing like a gray top and
Well, I wonder why it's never the second.
because I didn't cry in that one and that was just the regular set. Like I don't think it had the emotional arc. It confused people because I know Scary Spice says we'll talk later and people are like, what happened later? I'm like, they kicked me off the show.
Right.
That's what happened. Is they went goodbye, shuffled us off, and Howie goes, don't quit, because I would talk about quitting.
That's cool.
He's like, don't quit.
Okay, I got some questions for you. Ready? These are lightning fast questions.
No, I'm not fast.
You okay?
You say that, but like you're gonna
It's
watch
okay.
how
We'll
slow
just like
I am.
2x the speed
Right, yeah.
on post.
It's still just like long pauses.
If I were a Pokemon, speed would be my dump stat. Like let's be real.
Okay. Nocturnal or knock jokes?
Well, I don't do many nocturnal jokes, but I do have a knock joke I use on stage. I could do it here. If
Sure,
you want.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'd love
let's
to
hear
hear
the
it.
knock joke.
Okay. But you guys have to start it.
Knock
Okay,
knock.
knock.
Come in.
Who's there?
It ends. The joke ends.
You all know how knock jokes work.
No, that was him. That was him.
Neither
Don't associate
you
me
weren't
with
there.
him.
said
You
who's
weren't
there.
there either.
Well, I'm not gonna.
This is how it goes when I do it for an audience, and it's great because they all suddenly forget how knock jokes work, and it's
knock,
the funniest.
knock. You say come in. The joke is over.
There's another part.
I said who's there.
I'm here.
Wait. Knock,
I'm
knock.
here.
Come in.
Who's there? Come in. No, thank you.
No, what? No.
How do you not remember?
No. This is on you. This is
No,
on you.
it's not on
You
me.
told us
Who?
You
It's just
told
who.
There it is.
No, you told us to start it.
Right.
And that's not fair because the
No, it's not-
comedian
it's not
always
fair.
starts the knock.
No, it's not
jokes.
fair, but that's the point of the joke. But now you remember.
Okay. And that's
Okay,
just
so
it.
you want to start over? Okay.
yes. Knock, knock.
Come in.
Who? Come in. Who?
Your mom.
Wow, that's very layered.
Right? And I do that in front of, and like,
That's good.
it almost always goes to shit, which is so fun when they
Yeah.
they forget, they say they saw these. I'm like, y'all, since you're 5 years old.
Yeah.
And then suddenly someone will remember who come in, and it's like, okay,
Yeah.
hold on, it's so much fun.
That must be. I mean, it must get rowdy because then like
they're
I
all
can
getting
imagine
mad at
people,
me for not
they're
knowing
mad
how
at
to
you.
do a damn
They're leaning
knock
over
knock
at their
joke.
friends. They're like, "How the fuck did we?" Yeah.
And then it actually there's actually more to it. There's an actual joke.
Yeah.
That's
So,
good.
Yeah.
That
I
is
wouldn't
good.
have expected you to say knock jokes over nocturnal,
Because I actually use that on stage.
but it's
so,
pretty good.
yeah.
All right, keep them going.
Zombies or vampires?
Vampires.
Nice. Black eyeliner or black adult films?
Black eyeliner.
Gloom or doom?
Well, what's the difference?
Okay.
It's interpretive.
Doom then.
Doom.
Yeah.
The occult or your own cult?
My own cold.
Heck yeah. Tell us about that. What would you call it?
I think I would just call it like the church of something because then I get the tax benefits and
Oh yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah.
That's nice. I hear basically priests and notaries the only people that don't get taxed in the United
I would
States.
love to become a priest. I think I'd be very good at
Oh, you would
talking
be a
in
good
front
priest.
of people and like using the power of Christ to get money.
You would just be overt about it. Like,
And
I'm
you-
trying to get rich.
And
here.
you love hearing people's sins too,
Right, like, yeah,
confessing
like-
their sins. Give me
yeah.
more.
I'd be posting on Facebook. Guess who like admitted to this the other day?
Why isn't there? Yeah, I mean that's such a good idea for online stuff, but like a confessional booth that's being filmed. I think that would be perfect.
That's crazy. I'm in an improv show called The
Confessional.
which is not.
I mean,
too
if you did
different.
it, if you blurred it too, like just the
Yeah.
the black face of like the curtain, whatever.
Yes.
Like you can't the shadow, like you can't see.
This
yeah.
is perfect. We're making it. We're starting a new
Father
show.
Oliver.
Hocus Pocus or The Witches?
With the witches with what? Cher or oh no, that's the Roald Dahl, right?
Yes, Roald
Witches of
Dahl.
East
Yeah,
Focus,
and
right,
they've made,
sure,
they've made
that's
a, they
right.
made a new one recently.
Man, Hocus Pocus is a terrible. Oh, it's so bad.
Don't like it. They also made a new one of that. or
But
Hocus
I
Pocus too.
will pick it because I
a hot take.
I have flipped around on Hocus Pocus for two reasons.
Oh.
One, it's got one of the worst plots.
So you liked it originally?
It's
No,
a
I
dumb
never
plot,
liked
but it's
it.
like a campy plot.
I never liked Hocus Pocus, and I loved shitting on Hocus Pocus because of how people don't understand how writing works and how the plot moves forward just because in the third act. Like, there's no, it's not a good movie, and there's not even really a good arc or anything's about it.
It's a lot of wandering.
Well, yeah, and stuff just happens. It's like that's not how movies are supposed to work. Like, there's supposed to be motivation, and because of it's not.
But that's
and
a
then,
lot of
and
like
then-
musicals. Like
and then, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's not, yeah. So, but I flipped around on it because two things were pointed out to me regarding that movie. Is one, there's not a lot of female icons in Halloween. It's all the killers, Michael
Sure.
Myers, Freddy, Jason, whoever else, and they're all male.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, well, how many women are there? And then even when you go to like friendly stuff, Ernest. Jack Skellington. And so it's a very male dominant. It's like, well, Hocus Pocus has 3 women. They're very iconic looking.
Yeah.
You can emulate that. And I was like, okay, that's fair. And also, I couldn't believe that this was actually true. There's really very, very few movies that are based on Halloween that show kids trick or treating. And it is
Oh.
one of the few movies that actually does that. It shows kids going door to door in
What?
costumes.
That doesn't happen in other
If you start trying to find it, it'll be after Hocus Pocus came out, but before it is far and few in between
I
of
didn't know
Halloween
that.
actually showing what kids do on Halloween.
Interesting.
It's party like Casper. It's parties.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah, I'm thinking E.T., I guess they did it a little bit. But now trick-or-treating is just completely different anyway. Kids don't trick-or-treat, they trunk-or-treat.
Right.
And so, like, Halloween's changed dramatically, and I don't like it.
Trunk or treat?
Yeah,
You don't know about
You go to a
this?
parking lot and
You work with kids.
Yeah, but we don't go trick or treat.
So they won't go trick or treating like around a neighborhood anymore. What they'll do is all the parents will set up their cars in a parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
They'll open up their trunks and there will be the candy there, and the kids will just walk around to the different cars because it's supposed to be like this safe, enclosed environment where kids can do it, and then they won't actually walk around the neighborhood.
Don't love it.
Fucking lame.
there's various reasons why that. There's stuff like that. It's started happening pre-COVID, but then COVID was a thing.
Yeah.
But it's also there's some people that live in neighborhoods that don't really participate in Halloween. So it's like well then you have to drive to another area to do it, and then maybe you don't know that area. You have kids walking around in an area they don't know. So and if they're really little kids,
You're very pro-child.
well, yeah, because I need children around to become adults. If we don't have kids,
It's a practical appreciation.
yeah, I come from a long line of people that have had kids.
Okay,
it
yeah.
goes back tons of generations.
Oh, yeah?
all the way.
Are you sure?
How far back?
All the way. All the way back.
All the way back?
250,000 years
That's
into the beginning of humanity.
I don't know.
I know you're like,
That's
really?
crazy.
You are the descendant of the first humans? I am, actually.
Oliver, on a podcast I was listening to, you talked about how you were cracked from an egg.
Was this my podcast?
It was your podcast.
Yeah.
And I take everything in your podcast
Literally.
as truth.
Well, that's not impossible. Platypus, echidnas, they are egg-laying mammals, so it's not outside the realm
Could
of
happen.
possibility. Yeah.
I think
I also could have just gone into an egg at one point to hatch myself from it.
That's true. You could be like
Like
an
the chrysalis
ethereal
form of the gremlin. I just formed an egg, so I could be like Mork from Mork and Mindy.
That's a way
'Cause he
better
came in
way
an
to
egg,
enter
right?
the world, I would say.
Yeah.
You could be like an ethereal spirit as well.
Yeah.
Just
But
kind
maybe
of-
I'm not.
But maybe
But maybe I am.
the mystery continues.
Yeah. It could be a lot of things.
Oliver, this has been awesome. You've been a terrific guest. Loved hearing everything about you.
Was I better than other guests?
You were definitely better than other guests.
You were the best.
No, don't fucking
I'm gonna
lie. Don't
look up-
fucking lie.
I'm gonna look up and see if you say this at the end. of
You
every-
should.
You were the best guest we ever.
You were
But
the
you have
best
to
guest.
watch every single episode, and you can't fast forward. You have to watch it till the end.
I'll just mute it till it gets to the end.
Damn it!
In
Well,
our-
it's still boost our.
Yeah, it's still I'll hit play and then I'll come back.
it'll
Yeah.
boost our metrics.
We should have had a golden buzzer for you. You pass our final round.
Oh.
Oh,
well,
that'd be
thank you.
so sentimental.
Would that have been sweet or like demeaning?
Well, so this is a thing I didn't know when I was on AGT, that they have this app that you can, use while you're watching the show and like play along, and you get a golden buzzer every night that you're logged in and doing it. So you could give one act a golden buzzer that was your favorite act of that night. So I didn't know people could do that till like a year later. So some people did
got the golden,
hit
yeah.
the thing for me. I don't have the metrics, or I'm like, how many people did? I want to know. Like,
Yeah,
oh my god,
yeah,
was
yeah.
it like 100,000 or what? Like,
Yeah.
huh,
That'd be
how many people
wild.
X me? How many people are like, that's what I want to know.
That's like getting super liked on Tinder. That's like, thank you.
Yeah.
Right?
That
Oh,
is.
I would much rather get super liked on Tinder. Than,
Yeah.
Well, everybody out there, please super like Oliver Graves on
yeah,
Tinder.
looking for them, goth girls that want to hang out.
Is that your shtick? Is that your
I
thing?
mean, I've dated some, goth.
I would love for you to date like you seen Wicked, like a Glinda type, just like exact opposite. Do you think that could
Like an
ever work?
Espeon instead of an Umbreon. Like, is this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think that could ever work?
I have actually never dated a blonde, if I'm going to be honest.
Whoa.
Yeah. Never dated a blonde.
Never dated blonde.
I wouldn't mind. It's just a lot of brunettes. Oh, I love Espeon and Umbreon.
Isn't that cute?
Oh,
that was a birthday
so
gift to me.
adorable.
That is wonderful.
Yeah. Big fan.
Oh, let's find your Espeon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine if I did research. I just was doing Halloween, and I had my green Espeon with me when I was wearing my Cybergoth
You had a
neon green as plushie.
Okay,
plush,
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
Like a shiny.
Yeah, that's the shiny form.
Oh, I like it. I
And
like
I
it.
bring around. I have a plush of Umbreon as well. I bring it to places sometimes, so I do like those two. But
I love that.
Love that.
Well, we usually ask like, what do you have to plug? But I mean, if you just want to make a Tinder plug for yourself.
no, yeah,
like-
I'm slide into my DMs.
Why don't more people say that? I fucking
do
love
they
it.
not? Are you kidding me?
I know, they need to. Yeah.
My Instagram. You know, if you're, I'm like, if you're single, I'm like, do I care? Do I even care anymore? If you're interested,
You'll take whatever.
what are you single? Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
And out here, it doesn't matter if you're single.
Yeah,
And
right,
What is,
yeah.
and what is your Instagram handle?
Oliver Graves, IRL.
Oliver Graves IRL.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Anything else to plug? Any upcoming shows you want to plug? Anything?
Your podcast.
My
Your
podcast,
podcast?
Panic a Chat, which I partner with the California Theater. Sometimes they have me record live, which is really cool.
So cool.
We get a little bit of an audience. It's fun. 'Cause
Eventually, we'll get a couple people sitting up here.
well, it's very different. It's so different because you were referencing it like when I was working with a improv performer I know, and we're just riffing, and you could hear the audience kind of reacting. We're like, oh, I love this. So we're navigating things with the California because like we don't know if we're gonna have space and time for you all the time. So I just recorded another one, but they're like, do you want an audience or not? I had to think about it. I'm like, do I, what do I care? I'm like, no, I do. I love the idea of it being a live talk show, but then it's also a thing like, but also listen to it. I'm like, it's a weird selling point of this. So it's very new for me to do, but I would.
It's very funny. It's very, very funny. You banter with people extremely well. So,
yeah, I'd love to grow that. And
Yeah.
it's Panic a Chat too, which some people don't get the name. It's like Panic Attack, Panic a Chat,
Panic
and some
Attack.
people have said that they actually did panic the questions I was asking.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, I didn't want. That's like a joke.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to actually because I'm not getting like too many comedians on, and that's on purpose, not because I kind of said it was like I'm anti-comedy, but it's like comedians. It's kind of obvious how that's going to go, But I'm like, if I get other performers, like multiple people are like, I've never done a podcast before. I've never been interviewed before. I'm like, that's why I'm doing this. That's why I'm trying to reach out and get people that have plenty to say. And I'm like, let's get you to say it. And
Here's
helps,
a platform.
Yeah, it helps them kind of, break the ice and promote what they have going on too.
I love it.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oliver, thanks so much.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Bye.
Bye.